Hi guys, welcome to my video. I just want to show you, this is the last of the felt and stitching piece. Now I was inspired by Tara Takes. She's a YouTuber. And yeah, she does some beautiful things with craft, and she makes her beautiful journals, and I was inspired by her video, which was using micro powder, Tim Holtz. Now I decided to make my own. Now I do actually like the results. I used my own micro powder. Well, I say my own. I don't exactly grow it in the back of the garden, but I used another brand and I put some water on it. Now I got a bit of a tip because unfortunately I put too much micro powder. When you do it yourself, you really have got to get the right water. Now I filled it with a quarter of water, but then, as I said, I put too much micro powder, and basically it clogged. And unfortunately, yeah, it's basically broke my little. I mean, it was a cheap one anyway, mind. But yeah, and then my actual spray wouldn't work. So you live and you learn, guys. So yeah, so if you want to do it yourself, as I said, I think I would say fill it about half of water, and then maybe I would say just put 2 or 3 teaspoons of micro powder. So because otherwise, as I found out the hard way, if you put too much micro powder, not enough water, it will clog the spray. But if you put too much water, not enough micro powder, your color's it's just going to be watery and you're not going to get your color. Yeah, so there's a bit of a hint for you. As I said, if you do want to try it yourself, it is easier just to buy it, but, I usually like to try and sort of do my own if I can. But yeah, as I said, you live and you learn. And yeah, so, and actually also, guys, if you know a decent spray, because I've had so many sprays, and to be honest, they've all just broken on me basically. So if you know a good spray can, if you want to do some spraying with micro powder, if you could drop a comment below, I'd appreciate that. Like, which one do you use, spray wise, and you find the best that it doesn't actually, it's not flimsy and it won't break on, it won't basically just suddenly decide to stop working because it's cheaply made. So yeah, anyway, yeah, and I really like the way it's come out on the white cloth, the spray. I really love the way it's come out in the cloth. Now there I've done some fly stitches and I've done some French knots. Now I had like having the French knots really loose because, as you can see, if you bunch them up like that, it gives it nice texture. I mean, obviously, if you want finer work, then you would only use one strand for a start, and you wouldn't use the full 6. But but I wanted it to be really bunched up, like a bunch of flowers. And yeah, so that was because basically fly stitch and French knot is something, because I wanted to go over and practice, because it is a good idea sometimes to go over stitches to keep them in your mind as well, because there's just so many stitches and it can be quite easily to get quite lost, on what's what. So that was a little reminder for myself as well as a bit of a decorative. And yeah, the idea is basically this is the curtains, and then the blue sky, and then the mountain. I mean, yeah, I know it's in red, but I think another thing, I should have added more green into the micro powder as well, because it came out very blue, so I don't think I added enough green. But yeah, it's and anyway, so those are mountains and sort of a house in the distance and the blue sky, and obviously they're the curtains. Now I just done some rope. Again, I put a nice bit of glitter. Always nice to have a bit of bling, guys. That's just cotton strands. That is the tie-ups. Yeah, so basically, so really today's well-being is, what would you like to, is there anything you want to see different next year? Is there something you want to take up, whether that's a hobby? You know, I mean, you know, do you feel you need a change of job? You know, do you feel you need a change of area that you live? And yeah, and it's just basically, yeah, you know, do, as I said, do, I think it's sort of, in a sense, we tend to have a bit of a clear out. Is it? I think not only physically sometimes, but I think emotionally, I think we do have a clear out, I think, before the new year. You know, it's sort of reflecting is, you know, what do I want to keep in my life, and, you know, what I don't want to keep in my life. And yeah, so that's sort of today's well-being message, you know, hence the curtains, everything, and hence the outlook. Yeah, you know, as I said, what would you like to change, or what would you like to keep the same? You know, I mean, if you're happy with the way things go, I mean, why change it? If you're happy, like, you know. Or there might be something that's been pressing on your mind, thinking, yeah, that might be something to try, actually, because, you know, I keep thinking about it, you know, kind of thing. And basically the last, I said this, and the last piece, now this is cheesecloth, and there's a little piece that I glued on. I want to actually put black ink. I want to do, sorry, I'll just get the size. Yeah, so basically I want to do black ink all along this cloth. So it's a bit like a scroll in a way. And yeah, you know, but I will only be using, you know, my lovely black ink with a beautiful bottle. So that's going to go straight on cheesecloth. So I think that would be interesting. But as I said, that would be the final page. Yeah, so I'll either do just a photo of it all tied together like a booklet, or I may do another video. I'll see on that. But yeah, that, because I mean, obviously, you know, when I finish this, obviously, and I do this, obviously, I will show you. So yeah, guys. So yeah, I just want to say thank you for all your support. You know, say you've been brilliant, like, and yeah, I just really appreciate you guys. And yeah, as I said, and I mean, after I do that cloth thing, I mean, you know, I'll be slow. You know, I'll be slowing down a lot more, and basically we'll, as I said, just be having Christmas with my hubby. So a nice, as I said, you know, I know Mum would be with me in spirit. I know Mum will. Like I said, you know, it's I'll miss her, but as I said, you know, I know she'd be looking down on us from heaven, and we give her a toast. We give her a toast at Christmas and a happy new year. Okay, guys. Yeah, so again, thanks for everything, and I'll see you in the next video. Happy crafting, guys. Bye.